Right guys, here we are. We should be back in with the game right now. It's just loading in. I hope it's loading in. Seems to have frozen for me. Here we are, continue the journey. Now, we do have some horror, unfortunately. And the horror is that through my own stupidity, I did not manage to save off the last point that we had in the game, which was ultra frustrating because it meant that I missed the entire combat of Austria, which I'm sure a lot of people on the YouTube will be disappointed about. However, it does show why you should watch the live streams. Anyway, so the frustration of it though, it doesn't matter. Let's set the scene. At the end of the last game, essentially what we were doing was preparing to take control of Austria. This is basically what we have done. We went in and conquered Austria. There was really not much to write about. The battle, there was non-existent. We dominated them throughout and we cut her head off at the end when she refused to give up. Germany decided to actually get involved a little bit here and they pushed in on us, which was greatly unappreciated. However, we're still in a vastly strong position with our submarines and we're still doing particularly well with our funding. Our happiness has dropped quite a lot because we were dealing with Frankfurt, which is going in 10, and Salzburg as well, and Klagenfurt as well. So basically we've got a bit of a crisis on our hands in terms of happiness, but that will alleviate once we take on these places. So in the meantime, we're going to be amassing and reforming our forces to go on with the conquering of Germany, which is our next plan. So that's essentially what we're going to be doing in this game anyway. So let's get on with it. I'm going to try and make as much progress as we can in this small session. So off we go. Let's get some production on the go for Giza. What are you going to build for me? I'm going to buy that tile and then make a workboat. Ah yes, my general. What can you do? Probably just hold fire for now actually, because we will need you at some point. Rifleman, you can rep up. What have we got here? Worker. Oh, interesting. I'm not sure if we really have any roles for workers at this exact point. Could buy this land over here. But I think most bases at this point have been secured. Damn, that gold I still want. Linz is going to go down, make no mistake. Good point about workers though. I wonder whether we've got any other deals that need going on right here, right now. I don't think so. We gained Frankfurt, which was a kind of weird one. I'm probably going to just make it generate something because it's going to have no real strategic value. This was another concept for us though, that we would conquer and destroy all of these states up here, or some of them anyway, but no, Sydney is not in awe of us. It's still kind of like pissed off with us, even though we saved their ass. Kind of annoyed about that. I'm going to get rid of this worker here for now. No need for them. Next turn it. Trade route established between Klagenfurt and Thebes. Salzburg as well. Great. That boosts our even more ridiculous economy, so let's get down on with that. Yeah, I know. Do you know what as well? Everybody that loves this series is going to be really gutted when they realise they just sort of stealth streamed it. Thebes. What are we going to do with Thebes? Can't build anything else there right now. Could put a windmill in, don't see why not. Let's do what it says. Let's do what it says. Well, I haven't actually listened to how voluminous the music is, like Fuse was saying. Oh, it's totally fine. You're talking about the music being too loud. It's absolutely fine. Right, Heliopolis, what are you going to do for me? Probably going to build me a submarine, actually. Yeah. Whoa! I did not want to build that, no. Yeah, you can continue building me submarines, Heliopolis. Surprised I can't upgrade these yet. It's a shame I can't somehow build canals so I could transport my ships between the two. No matter. Ah, great. Now this guy can heal up here. Oh, he's promoted as well. Excellent. Let's have strength against naval. Submarine, bide your time. General, you can go to sleep. Artillery, yes, this needs to be moved. We've got some range here. That will go down eventually. These guys can heal up too. Cavalry can redistribute probably to the north somewhere. You can go there for now. Everything else is ticking along fine, so that's good. Let's next turn it. Yeah, you guys can be on the alert. Are they still able to move? Yes. Great. Okay, we're making some progress forward. The people with the pointiest sticks. Wow, I have actually got a far greater army than anybody else right now. By quite a wide margin. That's interesting. You know, I'm kind of surprised by that because for ages we've expected Catherine to be considerably more powerful than us, and really seems like she's not. So that's interesting. Let's build your lighthouse there. Makes sense. Graz, what are you going to build? Workshop, apparently. And artillery, you can continue to be prepared to fire. Perfect. Just stay alert. Should have upgraded. Oh, no, I didn't want to upgrade that actually. Also can be prepared. Be prepared. This city's going down, by the way. If Germany thinks they can stealth steal a city from me, they've got another thing coming. Well, they're trying though. They're getting a little bit tetchy over there. Ah, good. You finished building that. Good. You can come over here now and clear that. Just be on the alert. Oh, these guys have finished. Great. And so has he. Let's keep an eye on what's going on down here. That's good as well. You can also stay there. Right. It's Vienna. Shrine, absolutely, in one turn. Can't go better than that. Giza's workboat is complete. Excellent. You can go and do work for me there. And you guys can clear that. And you can be on the alert. And you can go to sleep. You can move up. And you guys can... I don't know, what are you going to do? I think I'm going to move city for you. You can go here. Yeah, that's better. Good. Memphis, when I'm walking to Memphis. Oh, what do I want for you? Oh, I don't know. The notion fasting. 2 miles of a mountain. It's probably the only place we can do it, even though it's 31 turns. Let's try and do it. I don't know whether we'll succeed, but seeing as we don't really have anywhere else to do that, we may as well try nonetheless, so let's give it a go. Giza, yet again. Bank, apparently as if we didn't need any more bloody money, seriously. Factory there. Right, moving forward. Bismarck embarked a force, what? To sneak on another city. Recruit Refiat. German army with naval escorts has set sail for a sneak attack. Suspicious. I think whatever force they're putting... here they are, look. Let's scout around here. See, Germany's got some pretty battered naval vessels that we gave an absolute kicking. I'm amazed that they've actually survived this long. Germany's in a rough state, to be honest. They're very militarily weak, and they're ready to fall. Interesting, though, how my... I don't know whether I put this in place. Interesting how my peace situation... Screw you, Gandhi. Just go away. Warmongering Gandhi. Denounced us for what, anyway? I've not done anything to them. I know that they have been none too pleased with us in the past, but honestly... My submarines owning the day. Right, okay, still the main city. A worker. Why would I produce a worker? We have completed everything that is to do. May as well build a barracks. Stadium though, massive happiness. Let's do that. Because God knows we need happiness right now. Please, we...
Any man who can drive safely a pretty girl is simply not giving the kiss
a land ship.
Deserves.
Germany's going to have some contention. The only trouble is though, is like we're actually beating cities so quickly. Only 3 turns to get more happiness. We'll be alright. It's all coming together for us. We actually lost a bit of money and stuff though. Doge Ramesses II of Egypt, 1934 AD. The only trouble is like this whole kind of battling deal for me is just kind of like you're unable to kind of continually battle without kind of coming up against serious denunciation from other people, which is just irritating, basically. Let's build some walls on Aachen. Vienna, what's next for you? Burial Tomb actually is what's next for you. We need those shiny, happy people. Heliopolis, new submarine, thank you. And double promotion. Which sub, where are you going to go to? Probably need you over this side. Although... yeah. Shiny, happy people. Landship is super tempting. Why the hell not, seriously? Could build some destroyers as well, but I can probably upgrade from other things, so... Right, let's see what else is happening. Frankfurt, yeah, you've come on board, welcome. You can begin with building me a monument, and then some more stuff that's going to give us happiness. Let's go. Yeah, we are going to battle more, but I need to give my happiness back first, and... I'm using this sort of period of illusion to catch them off guard. Germany will fall, and then it's going to be game on for Russia, basically. But whether or not that means we'll end up in any kind of positive situation by the end of the game, I honestly couldn't tell you. Happiness already back to 9, that's good. Stock exchange, that's very good for us. Still need to get that factory, I guess. Or a stadium. We should definitely build some... we definitely need some stadiums. We just need to boost that happiness hardcore. Election, election, election. God, they love screwing with these elections. Just like in real life. Salzburg. We'll build a monument and then we'll get on with it. Anyway, so that's good. That's boosted our happiness back up to an acceptable level for now. Oh, we got a rifleman. Great. New unit from Valletta. Thank you, Valletta. Welcome aboard. That's great. Let's put it in rough terrain. They can man this for now. Yeah, if we move the ship onto friendly, I think we can upgrade it. Surely? No? Must be a different type of ship. Thebes. Okay, still can't build anything massively constructive. May as well build barracks though. I can't believe we haven't done that before. Right, we've got subs for Tenochtitlan. You know, if we build a... oh yeah, we can do that actually. Oh, actually, I wonder if we can move ships through here. Let's try this out. I wonder if we can move ships through here. If we can, we are quids in. This sub is still moving successfully around. I swear when you move them manually they seem to move better than when the things actually do it. Luetin, you might want to change your game to Civ. What? What are you talking about? Tenochtitlan. What are we going to do? Barracks to start with, because if we're going to start having to build infantry and things, we need that boost. Right, we can probably build an arsenal as well. Graz, similarly, I probably need to get that down on with you, so we're going to do that too. Next turn, losing Valletta. Replaceable parts. Did we already say that we would, yeah, we said that we would protect these two guys. I think Valletta, being a good friend of ours, we should pledge to protect them. We're appreciative of your dedication, let us hope your pledge is ultimately unnecessary. Because if we pledge to protect them, it means it's good, because, you know, they'll be happy, we'll be, everybody's happy. Right, amphitheatre, I don't think so. Why do we need to build an amphitheatre? I don't see why we need to build that. I'd rather build walls or barracks or something, so I'm going to build walls, increase the defence and happiness at the same time. Thebes, Statue of Liberty, continue. Oh my god, it's the wonder capital of the world. Thebes literally has got so many wonders, it's stupid. I think we've got like pretty much nearly all wonders of the world, it's insanity. Alexandra, what are you going to build? Probably, I don't know, a windmill? We'll build a military base in Alexandra. Wow, we've already unlocked this. Great. Plastics. We haven't had a new policy for ages. Probably should do that. Let's get the planes on the go for now, but I guess ultimately I feel like we don't really need that. The workers have finished doing that, so they can go back to having nothing to do, probably. Oh wait, we have actually gained some land over here. Cool, they can go do that. Oh yeah, look, we can move through here. Oh, that's brilliant. Brilliant news. Great, okay, so next time we build some subs over here, we can just move them through. That's good news. Sorry, our friend over here didn't actually need... Where's he gone? Oh, it's here. Freaked me out then, I couldn't see where the sub had gone. Right, let's move on. What the F? Damn, Catherine is going on a totally different route to me. Catherine is going full on research crazy. I think there's going to be a big war brewing, and it's considerably scary. Yeah, the destroyer is a weird one. 36 turns as well. Not really in a position to do that, I don't think. Let's just build other things. Yeah, let's build some science. Build science. What have we got here? Again, I'm just going to reinforce with some simple stuff. Yeah, it concerns me that Russia's already going nuclear. That's a big worry. Ah, yes. Tenochtitlan. Put an armory in there. Okay, let's build a training post there, why not? Well, Sydney's liking me again, but they're going to be pissed off that I just moved a sub through their territory. Right, we built a land vehicle. What kind of terrain has Germany got? Quite a lot of rough terrain by the look of it. But some flat too. I'm going to go for the flat, I think. Right, off he goes. They're going to do some good damage. Seriously, they are. Okay, Heliopolis, you can build me yet again, I think. Build me another land ship. Ah, look, I was just saying we haven't had any policy forever, and now look. Plus 15% production when training melee units and a great general appears. Yeah, I think we're probably going to go down that route. However, let's look, we have some other options available. Order. Militaristic states grant twice as often when you're at war with a common foe. Factories increase science. Nationalism, 15% attack bonus. Populism, wounded military units, 25% more damage. Now that could be a good one for us. Gold cost of purchasing units reduced by 33. Considering we've pushed the gold agenda for us for so long, this could actually be a good route down. Fascism, quantity of strategic resources produced by the Empire increased by 100%. All great generals get 2. Police state, 3 local city happiness for every courthouse. Build courthouses in half the usual time. That sounds pretty good. I think autocracy might be our choice. Total war. 25% production. See, this would be really the one to go for if you're really pushing that route, and that seems to be the way we're going. I think we're going to go down that route. Yeah, let's do it. Trouble is, we need to, we need a lot more culture. I think it's going to be worth pushing culture some aspects of our development, because I've been kind of ignoring it a little bit. So actually, I'm going to go down that route. Bismarck has declared war on Gandhi. Wow, what a big mistake for him to do that. He's going to come a cropper for that. Right, Graz. What's Graz going to do for me next? Shrine indeed. Just move this submarine here so we've got full line of sight. Tanks on the move. Bulls on parade. Let's do some exploring. Cologne looks like a nice soft target. However, like we said before, Berlin should go pretty easy if we get the right units in place. We really need to get aircraft carriers up. I can't remember when we get aircraft carriers. Oh, it's here. Battleship, actually, it's not carriers. When do we get carriers, though? Is it further on down the line? Kind of bad that Catherine's completed Manhattan Project. She's clearly a little way ahead of us, but Catherine's been pushing the whole kind of research aspect a lot harder than we have, so... And her military is vastly smaller, so it kind of leads me to think that she's been kind of pushing that sort of technology side rather than doing what we've been doing, so... Right, they can hold fire as well. Yay, we've got flight. Right, new technology. Electronics, definitely. Giza, what are you building? What other wonders have we still got to build? We need barracks. All newly trained non-air units in this city receive the morale promotion, improving combat strength by 15. I think it builds us culture. Yeah, we strongly need to improve our culture. I'm gonna any of these, yeah. So like these kind of cities, I'm gonna put some culture into these because we really need it. I think. Let's see some of the best ones. There's some good stuff for happiness. Yeah, we definitely need to boost our culture because I need to get those kind of we need to get the principles for the state coming in. Denounce Bismarck for declaring war on India. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
Also, raus damit. Und?
Goodbye, Germany. Literally will be goodbye very soon. Yeah, stoneworks in 2 turns is a good call on it. Bank, 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 bank. Burial tomb, always burial tomb. Frankfurt, what do you got? What do you got? What do you like? Right, we've got some building things. Oh, hello, Lady Theodora. Glad to hear there are others in the world which share my disgust with Germany. They're clearly not to be trusted. This is true, but I know that you don't trust me either. So, there we go. We'll all distrust one another in unison. Stadium and everything, but I'm going to get this amphitheatre on the go. Get some of that culture coming in. I'm a bit of uni as well, for sure. Salzburg, burial team for you. Come on, Klagenfurt, I need you to be happy again. Sidon is in awe of us. New units from Sidon. Oh, did Sidon just give us a tank? Nice. Thank you very much. My land ships are ready to go. Tenochtitlan. What are you building for me? Probably building for me a military academy. And Vienna. It's going to build me an amphitheatre. Boost that culture hardcore. Of course, we could actually be investing some of our massive wealth into these things, but I kind of haven't felt the need entirely yet. A lot of stuff is very, very expensive. Still, we can afford to spend like 1,000 every sort of 4 turns or something and still maintain our money, so it's going fine. No longer friends with Sydney. Yeah, I know, they hated us. They hated us always anyway, so yeah, university, I'm fine with building a university in Vladivostok. Osaka. Wow, we're really cracking through some of the learning stuff right here. Right, let's build an opera house there. Let's build an opera house there. I really want to push this culture stuff because I really want to get some of those new theories in place. Another land tank. Okay, I think we've done enough with the land tanks now. So we'll probably focus on something else now, because I think we have got enough. Heliopolis, you can also build me something. Amphitheatre. Let's get that culture on the go. Got a very cultured state. The faster I can build culture, the faster we're going to turn out good. So, Opera House. Graz. They want a bank, but I don't really need that. I'm going to put instead an amphitheatre. Can I insert market or library? Well, he should go the market aspect. That's always good. Aspect. Right, my culture is developing pretty quickly as well. That's good. So we're actually doing well. But the faster we can do it, the better. Let's just see if there's any unused tiles. I wish there was a button that would automatically click. Look, there's one down here. Yeah, I wish there was one that showed you any unused tiles, because I'm always having to search around trying to just... I mean, there's a tile right here. Like, I didn't even see it. These guys have got a long walk ahead of them. Did used to have some workers down here as well. I think I probably got rid of them. So we have so few tiles left to work. Russia seems to have turned Cape Town away from you. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Thing is, I don't understand how they do this fiddling with... We could give them a gift. Oh yeah, look, that's that ally. Let's see what happens if we get 500 gold. That worked out pretty good. Let's see how things go. They're irrational, Budapest, so probably leave them be. What's Valletta doing? Militaristic. Let's give them some money as well. We've got plenty of money to give. Sydney as well. They're maritime. That's also going to be good, so let's give them a bit of a gift. Right, that's a good starting point. And we'll see how we go from there. Right, let's continue to build more culture. More culture. What else have we got that's easy to build here? Aqueducts. Probably wouldn't be too bad to have more of that, actually. But, I don't know. Oh, we should probably build granary. They haven't got big food resources in there. Yeah, they probably do have a spy in Cape Town, actually. I should actually consider sending some of my spies over to some of these states. That could actually work in my favour. Because what do they have nearby? Tyre. Let's send one of my spies to Tyre and see what we can do there. Sidon as well is a friend for me. Let's see if we can turn Sidon to an ally. I'm going to try and turn some of these city-states next to Russia and see what we can do there. Try and increase my standing all around. It's not like we don't have the money to spend, so we'll try and play some political games. Let's move... Oh yeah, he's in Thebes, counterintelligence. No text to steal from Berlin. We don't really need to do that, so I'm going to move them to wherever that one was. Where do we go here? Tyre. Yeah, let's move them to Tyre. Or Sidon. Sidon seems to be the most, and yeah, ally with Russia. I want to try and turn Sidon. So let's move him. To Sidon. Right, he's relocating. Salzburg! What are we going to build there? Circus, I think, actually. More tanks available. Right, things are progressing pretty nicely. Ah, Statue of Liberty. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, it's not as exciting as building units and kind of getting in the mix, but it works pretty good, I guess. +1 production from specialists in every city. And we upgraded electronics.
About consumer electronics. It gets more powerful all the time, and it gets cheaper all the time.
Time to build some battleships. And we can choose our next turn. Yeah, we've got ballistics, which is machine guns. Don't think I need that yet. Plastics probably need more. Let's go down that route. Kind of surprised actually that Catherine hadn't built some of those wonders at that stage already. Right, let's power on through. Production from Thebes. Again, Opera House, we're just boosting this culture. My culture's growing up pretty quickly. Not as fast as I would like, but it's still growing fairly quickly. Museum, wow, that's giving us big old culture. Let's get the barracks on the go as well though, because it's only 2 turns and it's always useful to have because you never know when you may need it. Ah, they have reached their destination, good. Catherine and Theodora, handbags at dawn yet again. And we got a great engineer in Alexandria. And we got a golden age. It's all flying high for us. We've got Benjamin Franklin, no less, as well. Well, I think I'm actually going to... oh yeah, they hurry production, don't they, of this certain thing, yeah. He can also build for us, basically, this and manufacturing. But where will it suggest, if anywhere, for us to build that? See, I think we already built a manufactory somewhere. Here. So that's already in progress. Surely there's somewhere where we can build a manufactory. Because what does it do? It gives 5 production. I mean, we should probably build it on top of these lumber mills right here, because they're already production based. So I think I'm just going to do that. Or I could just buy a tile and put him on it. Because we've got some tiles right here, I mean it could go there. Let's just do that. There you go, simple. Right, we'll just move him across. And can whack it there. Right, Alexandria, what are you building for me next? You're going to build me an amphitheatre. Along with every other city in the state. Akaten, what are you doing next? Still going crazy for that culture, so let's do that. Build it near a port city. Yeah, you may have a good point. Oh my god, we actually completed the Noshvasting. Amazing. That gives us 3 gold, 2 culture, and happiness from every castle. That's going to boost. Look at our happiness now, back up on 35. City must be built within 2 tiles of a mountain. I'm impressed that we managed to get away with building that one. Oh, we can upgrade railroad here. It allows you to move units more quickly, and your capital will grant them additional production. Great. Why did I move that unit? I misclicked. Damn it. Memphis, when I'm walking to Memphis. Giza, what are you doing? Probably build me a barracks, because there's a potential that we're going to have to build sort of middle long-range naval units from there. Actually, I really should start pushing Giza from a production and naval point of view, because it could be important. Not necessarily, but it could be, building sort of further on down the line. University probably would be pretty good right now, but I'm pushing the culture. Pushing that culture hard. What's left for Osaka? Arsenal in 9, Armory, Stadium. Jesus, we're getting 447 per turn. That's mental. Okay, they must build a triplane, but I don't see the purpose of that really at this point. We could build a settler, I haven't done that for ages. Anyway, I'm just going to whack an arsenal in there. Okay. Vienna. Let's do the bank. Right, turning along, turning along. Yeah, these guys could actually build a railroad. 2 gold to maintain, as opposed to 1, isn't it? I don't think they really need to build a railway at this point in time, I really don't. Yeah, I'm actually going to build this manufactory here, I think. Oh, we got bananas there, so we can't do that. Can't build on bananas, that would be mad. What could we take here to I mean, there's farmland. Oh, look, there it is, so it's saying there, okay. Yeah, let's go there. Thebes. What's next? Museum, definitely in Thebes, let's do that. Jerusalem is bankrupt, is it? Jerusalem was forced to pay tribute to Russia. They're asking for a gift of gold to help them back on their feet. If you help them, they will reward you and will be more resilient against future tribute requests. Let's totally do that, I say. Where is Jerusalem as well? It's probably over here. Yeah, here. Let's help them out. And give them 1,000 gold. We've got a lot of good friends. Hopefully, though, we can gain some better friends. By just continuing to support them. Valletta's still our ally. That's good. That's great. Cape Town, I hope, can become our friends again. I'm going to give them a little gift as well. Cape Town really should be our ally, considering how close they are to us. It's ridiculous that they're not. I'm still going mad for culture, so let's continue to push that aspect as well. Graz right here. Opera House and everything else. I don't think we really need walls at this point in time. Armory probably do need though, because again we're sort of pushing that aspect. Salzburg. What's Salzburg going to do? Definitely need to build up some of this other stuff, but again I'm going to push culture for now. It's not in a critically tactical point of view right this second, but it will be, but just not yet. Not yet. Biblos, what are you doing for me? May as well do an aqueduct for 3 turns, I would have thought. Right, okay, Frankfurt. You're fine there and there. Let's put a Colosseum in Frankfurt, boost our happiness a little. Let's get those spicy bananas. Let's have them all day long. Manufactory is going right there. Look at him go. Yes. Manufactory. Is that being worked? Surely this tile should be worked. How much... Yeah, good. The production focus into Graz. How's Tenochtitlan? We've got 3 food, so we probably shouldn't push them too hard for anything else. It's a shame that, you know, Tenochtitlan, they've got... Have they got... Actually, we've got to pick for them next. They could do with a little bit more food somehow, but... don't really have them. Oh, here we are, aqueduct. Let's give them an aqueduct. That'll help them out a lot. Memphis, when I'm walking in Memphis, giving them an opera house all day long. And the same for you. This is good. We've already gained 2,000 culture, so I feel like The money to make them friendly is also probably better spent on late game units or buildings. It's not worked because you have a default focus. What? What are you talking about, Flame? Default focus, what are you talking about? People that like to smile the most. I'm good that I've actually got some... Look at Catherine, she's bitterly down there on the ground. Right, they've finished doing that. Good job, chaps. Well done. Got another tile here that can be worked. Vladivostok, I think barracks for now. Vienna. This is a bit of a building phase, unfortunately, guys. It's just the way it's going. We will do some aggressive military action, but for now, we just had to get that on the go. This is really the kind of building core phase for us. Broadcast tower, I think. Giza, you can do what? Yeah, build an armory up, because we need that. Byblos again. We're just pushing the culture really hard on this because I want to get some of those other situations. Plastics have been researched. Great.
I want to say one word to you. Just one word.
Plastics. Okay, we can build some new stuff. Atomic theory we definitely need to get going on because we need to compete with Russia on that aspect. Why haven't you built a granary ever? Do that. Thebes has got a few turns and then we'll get that other wonder on the go to complete our ridiculous amount of wonders that we have. Let's build another opera house, seeing as we don't have enough already. Salzburg, I'm actually going to build you a... Wait, where's my workboats? What? Oh yeah, it's not actually a oceanic town. Damn, that sucks. Okay, in that case, what can you do instead? Plus food 2, yeah, let's build a watermill. That'll be useful. Oh, this is a very kind of building episode today, it really is. Research lab, yeah, let's do that. Or... okay, we'll put a research lab in there, but then we'll kind of alternate and come back to culture. Is this tile not being worked? What is on this tile? There's nothing there. Build a trading post. Just spotted another area that we've got to move. We can do that. They've finished this one. There's another mountain over here they can work on. Memphis next. Research lab they also want, but yeah, I suppose we should. We need to push forward with the research because we've got to catch up with Catherine. And we've done quite heavy work on the culture. As I say, we're nearly up to sort of 4,000. We're gaining a lot of culture every turn now, so that's really good. But every little helps, so I'm going to keep pushing it wherever I can. Yeah, we should build factories in Akatan as well. And this one's a bank. I don't see why we build a bank there. Colosseum for a start, and then we'll get onto that. We still need more cash though. We'll keep pushing money now, I think. Refill the coffers. Let's see how our friends are doing. Tyre is doing fine. Flame, what were you saying about Flame Fang on the stream, saying that my money to other things will not work because I have a default focus? So what do you mean by... oh, you were talking about the thing. Okay. I don't think the money to them is better spent on late game units. If I can just turn them to allies. To be honest, I'm more concerned with just sort of turning them away from being allies with like Russia. Anyway, we don't want to get into any more protections. We've already done that enough. I'm annoyed that I can't turn Cape Town though. That is annoying. Alexandra. Yeah, let's build a research lab. Why not? Let's see what the spies are doing. Sidon is... Click to have recruit ref attempt a coup in Sidon to overthrow Russian sympathisers. There's a 61% chance of success. Yeah, I should definitely start doing this, basically. 2 turns for gathering intelligence on Moscow as well, which is very exciting. Golden Age has ended, but we're doing very well, so quite pleased with that. Research lab on Thebes. Wait. No. Christo the Redeemer. Everywhere else is pushing the research labs all day long. Definitely need a castle, because they're so beneficial. A great engineer has been born in Thebes, yay! And he can immediately hurry production of the current effort. There we go, 1 more turn for Christo the Redeemer, how about that, eh? Oh Jesus, your spy recruit Bastet was killed by a Russian counter-spy while your spy was trying to steal technology in Moscow. That will not stand. I feel quite angry about that. God damn you, Russia.